Welcome back for a look at what's happening on the national front. A 15-year-old student of an English medium school was allegedly kidnapped and later murdered for ransom by his friends. The victim, Shubham Mahadev, had appeared for 10th exams this year from Priyadarshini English medium school in Pune. His classmate Akshay Bhagat along with 3 others called Shubham to his house on Saturday afternoon. And they called Shubham's father and demanded a ransom of Rs 50,000, saying that his son's life is in danger. 3 students have been arrested for the murder.
एक प्लॉट बनाया था कि किसी ज्वेलर शॉप के बच्चे को अपहरण करके उसके पास से फिरौती मांगेंगे। फिर उसके बाद में जब उनका डीलिंग नहीं हुआ, उसके बाद में ये बच्चे को उन्होंने शुभम को उन्होंने फोन करके बुला लिया और उसका मर्डर कर दिया। और मर्डर करने के बाद में उन्होंने फिरौती मांगी उसके पिताजी से, उसमें से 15,000 की पैसे भी उन्होंने ले लिए। जब बच्चा ऑफिस में आया तो जो शुभम ने उसके पिताजी ने पुलिस के पास में कंप्लेंट दे दी और एक ही रात में हमने तहकीकात करके 3 आरोपियों को अरेस्ट कर दिया है और इन्होंने डेड बॉडी कहाँ डाली है वो भी दिखाया है।
And looks like it's trouble brewing for Vectra chief Ravi Rishi following the bribe bomb allegations by the army chief, putting the UK-based company in the dock. The CBI has issued a lookout notice for Ravi Rishi. The investigating agency has already questioned Rishi on the complaint filed by Army Chief General V.K. Singh, but the CBI sources say they do not want Rishi to leave the country just yet. On Friday, the CBI had registered a case of alleged irregularities in supply of all-terrain Tata trucks after receiving a complaint letter by the Army Chief. Moving on, voting has closed in Myanmar in the historic polls for 45 vacant seats in the 664-seat parliament. The by-elections are being seen as a crucial test for the country's move towards democracy from almost 5 decades of military rule. Democracy icon Aung San Suu Kyi has contested the elections for the first time and is widely expected to win a seat in the parliament, giving the former political prisoner a voice in government for the first time. International observers were allowed to monitor the elections. India had deputed 2 election commission officials and Indian ambassador to observe the elections. The Delhi police have found a note from the House of Defence Ministry official who was found dead along with his wife in a South Delhi flat. The note allegedly points fingers to a few army officers for pressurizing him at work. Deputy Director in the Directorate General of Medical Services Kumar Yashkar and his 32-year-old wife Archana were found dead on Friday afternoon.
एक नोट सीज किया है. I won't go into contents of that. It's a matter of investigation. We are verifying that. बाकी अभी इसमें PM report और FSL report awaited है.
So when can we expect the postmortem report?
Well, I can't comment on.
Services officer found dead along with his wife in his South Delhi flat on Friday, driven to his death due to work pressures. That is the question that is being raised now. The police have confirmed that a suicide note has been recovered from the couple's flat. They are tight-lipped about the contents of the suicide note, but there are allegations being made that in his suicide note, this man had said that his seniors at work were pressurizing him, and that probably led him to suicide and to the death of his wife. The family of this deceased official has spoken out and said that about a month ago, this officer had spoken to some of his family members and said that he was handling the right to information section of the department where he worked in, and that he was facing some kind of pressure related to this work that he was doing. The family members say that they do not know what kind of pressure this officer was under, but they say that he was under some sort of pressure. That is confirmed. The police, of course, at the moment only saying that a note, not even a suicide note, they are saying that a note has been recovered and that they are examining the note. They also say that they are awaiting the post-mortem details of the couple who has died to ascertain whether this was a suicide or whether there was some kind of murder, or as to whether this man first murdered his wife and then killed himself. All these speculative at the moment, but what is confirmed is that a note has indeed been found, and that the police are going through the contents of this note. With camera person Jitin Bhutani, Alok Pandey, NDTV.
Away from the murder scenes, after 32 rupee a day poverty cap created furore across the nation, the government is now extending a helping hand to the poor. For the poor to survive on 32 rupees, the government has ordered extension counters of Parliament Canteen, which offers subsidized food, to be opened at all railway stations. The Planning Commission today issued an executive order making it mandatory for counters of the Lok Sabha Canteen to be opened at stations. The move is to make it easier for poor people to survive on less than rupees 32 a day. Well, the new financial year begins today and a host of things have become expensive, courtesy being Pranab Mukherjee's budget proposals. 2% increase in service and excise duty comes into effect from today. Eating out, phone bills, cars, refrigerators and gold are among a few things that will cost more. You will also have to shell out more for railway fares for AC first class and AC two-tier. Moving on, yoga teacher Ramdev will hold a day-long fast and agitation on the 3rd of June to mark 1 year of his eviction from Ramleela grounds. Last year, in a midnight crackdown, Delhi police evicted followers of Ramdev that even resulted in a death of a woman. The Supreme Court slammed the Delhi police for the use of force while evicting people. Pakistan President Asif Ali Zardari has requested a visit to Ajmer and is tentatively looking to travel to India on the 8th of this month. He is likely to visit the famous Sufi shrine at Khwaja Moinuddin Chishti. Presidential spokesperson Farhatullah Babar has told NDTV that President Zardari's visit to Ajmer is on the cards, but the date has not yet been finalized. The visit is being categorized as a private one so far, but senior officials are saying that India is trying to see if his meeting with Prime Minister Manmohan Singh is possible. You have more news on sports and entertainment coming your way on the other side of the break. Stay tuned.